What is the hustle that is the hardest? Being a mother. That's why despite whatever work you do, whatever grind you do, whatever hustle you do, being a mother, you always have to have your moment. That's why Mommy Needs a Moment. Mommy Needs a Moment was launched because I truly do believe that we as women are the first line of defense when it comes to teaching our children about taking care of themselves. We as women have a tendency to play martyrs when it comes to climbing the corporate ladder, being entrepreneurs, taking care of our families, being wives, being mothers. We will give, give, give. But if you don't take time for yourself, despite your work, your grind, doing everything that you're supposed to do, if you don't stop and take care of you first, you don't have anything else for your family. And that's what's most important. Your kids will see that Mommy did all this stuff, but she fell apart. And Mommy needs to have a moment. She needs to have those things for her, whether or not that means having that drink that you like to have. Not too much, but having that drink that you like to have, whether it's reading books, decompressing, therapy, whatever it is that you need to do to make sure that you're okay, so that you're not filling your family from an empty pot. That's what's most important. Looking at different ways to make sure that you're emotionally, mentally, and physically healthy, so that way you can do what you need to do. That's what Mommy Needs a Moment about, so that way you can continue to go out and be that go-getter, to be that grinder, to be that hustler that you're supposed to be. I cannot be the wife and mother that I'm supposed to be for my husband, for my daughter, ultimately for myself, if I did not take my moments for me. That's what ultimately being a hustler is about, making sure that you take care of you first. For me, growing up, I saw my grandfather be an entrepreneur. Harry King was a man who always had a business going on. He was in insurance. He drove a cab. My granddaddy was a man of many different traits. So being an entrepreneur was something that I saw and something that I believed in. So for me, being an entrepreneur was something that I knew I wanted to be. It's something working for other people. I always tell people I make the best and worst employee, because I will come into your business and tell you everything that you're doing wrong. I love it. I've always loved being an entrepreneur. It's something that's deep-seated in my bones. And I'm proud of it. I'm very proud of it, and I know that he's proud of my entrepreneurial spirit. And I'm thankful for that. With Mother's Day coming up, I know I want my daughter to see my grind. I want her to see how hard that every day I hustle and work hard to give her a better life. My mother worked hard to make sure that I had a great life, and I want my daughter to see that Mommy works hard for her. I want her to see how hard I work to make sure that she has an amazing life. Not just has things, but has good traits. And that's something that's important to me, not just to me, but both myself and my husband, to make sure that she can do whatever it is that she wants to be. She can be an amazing entrepreneur. She can, if she wants to go to whatever college she wants to do, if she wants to climb the corporate ladder. But I want her to make sure that, number one, that she always takes care of her first. Why? Because that's most important. Yourself, making sure you take care of you first. Mommy Needs a Moment is a resource. It is something that is here to help women to find different ways of helping to take care of themselves, especially during this quarantine season. It'll help women to say, hey, here's a way of taking care of you. Here's a way of helping them to find ways of minimizing the stress during this quarantine season. Here's a list of ways of helping you to take care of your kids while you're at home. Here's a list of things that I found that have helped me during this season with dealing with my kids. Here's some resources on free places that you can take your kids, or when we can't go anywhere, here's some sources online to help with activities of things for you to do. Of course, also one of my favorite things to do, have a great cocktail. Hey, because sometimes at the end of the day, that's all you really need is a good drink. No judgment here. And sometimes it's just an outlet for all of us to get together and say, it's okay. We're in this together. It's also a place where if you want to pick up a great candle because you want to decompress at the end of the night, your self-care sanctuary is right there as well. Ladies, we're in this together, and I, for one, am with you all the way. So Mommy Needs a Moment is here as a wonderful resource to help women across the table, because if nobody else understands, I understand that self-care is the best care. And if I can help you, I will.